spree.
This is, without question, my favorite weapon.
Your team scored.
Almost out of ammo, Spartan.
Top A, top A.
The enemy has captured Bravo.
So, hi, hello, it's been a while. This is an update video, but also an excuse to upload some Halo Infinite clips. I'm like rank, what's my rank? I'm like rank, I'm Onyx, and I'm like rank, 151 in the world? Well, in the US, at least, for now. I'm still on that grind. And also I'm like, where is it? And also I'm ranked 26 in the US for most matches left. Yeah, most of those are from quick play. I despise quick play. And then some are from just disconnecting and crashing. And the rest are, well, my opponents left some rank games. And in the beginning, I didn't realize he would lose so much, let's just say ELO from ranked by leaving a game. I thought the loss of ELO would be genuinely the same if you lost the match or left the match, but it's not. It's absolutely not. But even after realizing that, a few matches, I have to be honest, I didn't care and I just left. Those matches were just annoying. Or perhaps the way I died was just so disrespectful and just a pure violation that I had to leave the game. Yeah, so sorry. But look on the bright side, at least I'm not ranked number 1. Oh my god. And that's just in the US, but if you're talking about in the world, look at this, man, bro. 638. 638 matches left. Oh, how does he do it? Oh yeah, and of course, here's my settings if you want to, you know, get good and use my settings. Because I'm like the best player in this game, obviously. But anyway, let's get down to business. Let's talk about the voice acting stuff and what I've been up to. So that's been going well. It's a bit slow right now, but it's progressively getting better. Well, not better. It's not bad, but I guess not slow. It's getting faster. So recently, I got put on a talent roster for a studio, which that's a big milestone, a very big milestone. And I also made my own voice acting demo, which is kind of sort of frowned upon in the voice acting community. Apparently, they recommend you to just hire a professional to do it for you. That wouldn't be a bad idea at all if it wasn't for the fact that I don't have $1,000. So I just made it myself because it is pretty important. A voice demo is pretty important because it showcases your skills, your range, your acting ability, yada yada yada. But you know, since I don't have the money to pay someone else to make it for me, I just did it myself. I just did my best to I guess I just tried to learn from the professional demos that I heard and try to copy them in a way. You know, in terms of audio quality, I made my own scripts and stuff for the voice demo and did my own thing with it, and I think it came out pretty well. I'm not going to make it public yet until I actually land a role with it. And then I'll make it public, then you guys will see it and stuff, which I'm sure I'm going to land a role with it. I've gotten some good feedback from like a few, like maybe like 2 people. And then like when I posted it in the voice acting club, the only feedback I got was like, take out the slate. And slating your name means like at the beginning of the audio you would say like Sorrento, and then you would hear the voice demo, or you would say, hi, my name is Sorrento and this is my voice demo, or you know, something like that. Which I understand now why most people don't do that and why that one dude recommended for me to take it out. Although I did see some pros have it in their voice demos, but at the same time, I'm gonna listen to him, to his advice, the guy that told me to just take it out, because he is no random. He's definitely no random. Yeah, but that's the only feedback I got on it, which is a good sign, I would say. Oh, and also someone said there's a bit too much killing involved in the demo, which, looking back on it, I see what they mean, but, you know, I don't know. I think it's still fine. I know what they mean now, though, when I listen back to it. You know, but anyway, yeah, that's the voice demo part. So I submitted that to like agencies and stuff, and still planning on submitting it to like agencies, you know, sooner or later, or you know, whenever I find a few more. They tend to take a long time to respond back. You know, they be like, what? They say wait 6 months before you resend your demo or portfolio and stuff. And some of them require a resume, which I do not have, because either the projects I've done have been postponed or they haven't been released. Oh, and I'm also in this thing that's like Gamers Got Talent. You guys remember that? But it's like for voice actors. It has nothing to do with GFUO or SteelSeries and Digital Storm. It's a whole different thing. But funnily enough, it's they are pretty big on gaming. The judges, I think, or the hosts. So I made it to round 2, but I almost got DQ'd. I made it to round 2, right? But I almost got DQ'd again. That's a long story. Well, not really. I just they recommend. It wasn't really a rule, to be honest with you, but they just said they highly recommend for me to use my real name, which I was confused about at first. But then they were like, you know, when you're like. Basically, they were just saying that, you know, just use your real name, you know, pretty much the whole time, I guess, like, whenever you're talking to casting directors or agencies, you know, whenever you're trying to, like, submit to them, and, you know, and I guess when you want to use your stage name, you just tell them, like, hey, I want to be credited by this name, but before that, you know, you have to get casted for the role and actually, you know, land the audition, of course. So, So yeah, it's no big deal. Just like the other GGT incident, it was a misunderstanding, and although unlike last time, I didn't really get DQ'd this time. With GGT, I got DQ'd, but then they gave me a second chance, as you guys know. Yeah. So I'm in round 2. This whole event is like, if you come in first place, you get a free demo that's a video game demo that's created by some kind of employee, I think, or no, a professional audio engineer at Funimation. I'm pretty certain, or I'm just speaking out of my butt right now. I'm pretty certain that's the prize. But yeah, round 2 is just me. The genre is superhero, so I could like either record the lines that they gave us, and there's like a commercial one and a animation one, or I could just like create my own, which I did. So yeah, you just have to read those scripts and show what you can do, acting wise, and if you have a voice wise as well. But acting comes before voice acting, or voice doing voices. That's what I mean. I think they'll like it though, the one that I made, and you have to like stay under 15 seconds too, which I did. It was a close shave in round 1 though, let me tell you. That was a pain. I think that's all the voice acting stuff I can think of right now. I'm pretty certain I'm missing some things. I mean, like, I guess I'll just say, like, dude, during this process of training and practicing voice acting, there are some voices I never knew I could do, and I'm still trying to figure out what else I can do. I'm trying to practice the New Zealand accent, which is the hardest thing ever. And I cannot. It's hard. I don't know why I want to practice it so badly, but I just want to and get it down. But anyway, besides the voice acting stuff, I've been also trying to get really good at drawing. And the only reason I want to get good at drawing is, well, for the future, I suppose. Like, I mentioned this in one of my videos back then when I was like, I'm kind of done with YouTube. That was like in January or something, or February this year. But I mentioned this before, and I said, like, I want to, and I will, create my own animation series and / franchise in the future. And because I already have, like, I'm still coming up with ideas and still writing out the story, or I haven't done that in a while. I'm really just trying to brainstorm ideas right now, which I have been doing every week. When an idea just comes to mind, like whether it be a melody from a song, or for a song that just pops in my head for no reason, or just some kind of crazy awesome idea. But besides that, I'm also trying to learn how to draw, and then in the future learn how to animate. Cause I want to actually help in the process, if possible, with the show, or at the very least be like, a replacement for someone if some employee or someone needs to has some personal stuff going on, or something. I just want to help out as much as I can with this animation stuff, because I know it's gonna be a lot. I don't know how I'm gonna do it, but that's gonna be in the future, and I'm not gonna stress over it right now. But in the meantime, I'm just going to learn how to draw and whatnot, which I've been getting pretty good at. I've been, taking steps. At first, I tried to just do some faces, like practice my favorite characters' faces, like follow along a YouTube video. And on my second attempt on Naruto, it was good. My very first attempt, however, I wouldn't say it was the best. Sooner or later, I just made up my mind to just move to hands, since that is apparently one of the hardest things for, I guess, people to draw, at least from what I've heard, which it was at first. It really was. But I kind of got the hang of it now. Kinda. I still need to use like references to like draw a hand, but now I don't have to like trace the hand to see what it looks like, in like its simplest form, and then draw it. Now I can just draw it, by just looking at the reference, which I'm showing in these images here. But before that, I was doing some body poses as well, like, dynamic poses. whether it be using a reference or just using my imagination, which sometimes they came out good with my imagination, sometimes they came out pretty bad. But this has been fun. I'm still gonna get good at this, and now I'm gonna move on to, I feel like I have a pretty good grasp on hands, so I'm going to move on to like faces, you know, like doing just faces, I guess. Don't know what that means yet, but yeah, I'm gonna move on to that and still practice hands here and there, still practice body poses and stuff here and there. But yeah, and then in the future when I feel ready, I'm gonna move on to animation. But yeah, that's pretty much the only reason why I decided to get good at drawing, and that's the reason that I put off learning Japanese. Man, I'm gonna learn that. I'm gonna relearn that in the future as well. Oh, and don't worry, I am still in the process of making that compilation video, but I'm just gonna tell you now, it's not gonna be an hour long. It's gonna be, well, it's gonna be under 20 hours at least. I can promise that. It's gonna be under 20 hours, probably. I'm sorry, there's just so many good parts that I found funny. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So, you guys have a Merry Christmas. I know it's not Christmas yet, but just go with it. You guys have a Merry Christmas. Have a good day, and peace out.